box. Look, it's a portrait cross. See the angle?
Come on, this is a pretty cool shot, right?
I wrote a book! And all the crazy stuff that you just saw, that's included in it. First, this video is going to contain some unbelievable stuff. I get that. I know I didn't believe any of this at first, and it was happening to me. But bear with me for a moment. Back in October 2018, we posted 2 videos of Deanna and I removing a window and installing a French door. During that renovation, we found a wooden box hidden in the wall. Upon opening that box, we discovered a portrait cross necklace inside of it. Nearly a year passed and we had forgotten about the cross. Then in September 2019, I found the portrait cross behind some shoes in our closet and I took it to a pawn shop to see if it was worth anything. It wasn't. But unearthing the cross brought it to Deanna's attention and she started wearing it. At the time, neither of us were aware of the impact this would have on her. I went to an event and I met Christina. Deanna stayed home that night and got spooked. A cup had fallen out of the cupboard, then something in the driveway frightened her. Finally, she claimed to see a ghost sitting on the couch next to her. Naturally, I poked fun at her overactive imagination. The next day, unbeknownst to Deanna, I invited Christina over to act as a ghost. I then CGI'd Christina into Deanna's vlog footage. I showed it to Deanna to further tease her, but Deanna wasn't pleased. And ultimately, Christina got a bit clingy and kept coming around uninvited. Because of this, I installed security cameras. Now, the first night the cameras were installed, they captured Deanna getting attacked while sleeping. I initially dismissed this as her kicking and just freaking out. She also claimed to see a woman standing behind the door and slamming. I originally dismissed this as the wind because that was logical and I saw no one anyway. Sideline for a moment. Our neighbor Bill told us about the previous owners of our house.
One night I wake up to all this noise. I look over the wall and there's cops everywhere. I overhear one of the police say that the guy who lived here shot his wife in the kneecaps and then hung himself.
I didn't believe this story when Bill first told it. You see, I had shown Bill Deanna's couch ghost video and I figured he was playing off of that, but I later discovered that Bill's story might actually have some merit. Also, irregardless of the cameras, Christina kept coming over. I had a talk with her, but that was ultimately meaningless. Okay, Deanna was freaked about sleeping in our bedroom, so we started sleeping in her home office. On the second night of sleeping in her office, the door slammed. I get up to investigate, but I find nothing. The following day, I pull up the security footage to see how the door slammed, and instead, I see the sheets flutter off of Deanna. It's crazy. But it gets worse. Deanna is then jolted, like she is pushed into the bed. But the moment that stops me dead, I saw a human shadow sweep across the door. Then the door slams. It all happens at 8 after 1 in the morning, hence the name of the book. So I've been wrangling all this footage into a feature-length documentary. I've managed to edit thousands of hours of footage into a 90-minute movie. That's actually the timeline of the movie right there. But the challenge is sound. The security cameras don't pick up the best audio, so the sound needs to be cleaned and sometimes re-recorded. Also, any footsteps and other noises need to be recorded and edited in. That's all those audio tracks right there. On a studio movie, This could cost tens of thousands of dollars and take a crew of hundreds of people. In this case, it is only me working on this, so it is taking forever. In the meantime, I gathered journal entries from my diary and cross-referenced them with the security footage to fill in the gaps. I was able to write this book. 8 After chronicles the whole journey of paranormal activity happening in the house. It's complete with over 40 pictures that I pulled as screen grabs from the actual footage. And yes, it does tell the full story, including the Portate cross, the weird things that happened to Deanna, and Christina's connection. Speaking of Christina, she kept sneaking onto our property. I did scold her and send her away, but Deanna was still pissed. So much so that she purchased a gun. I freaked out about that, but decided to be responsible, and we went to a gun range to learn how to fire. A few nights later, on October 14th, I wake up and Deanna is missing. I patrol the house and I find her on our back hill digging holes. Recently, I discovered she sleepwalks. Yeah, I didn't know sleepwalking was a real thing, but apparently it is. Anyway, over the course of the next couple of days, I do some research on my house and manage to track down and meet the previous owner. He tells me that during the subprime collapse of 2007, he rented the house to a Joshua Juarez.
A couple months later, he shoots his wife and then hangs himself in the yard.
All of this is covered in the book. But now, the big shocker. One night, Deanna tried to kill me. Yeah, that's not a joke. I only seem kind of lighthearted because I've been working on this for a while. But if you want to know the rest of the story, the whole story, the book is available for free to Kindle Unlimited members, or you can buy an ebook from Amazon for $2.99 or an actual paperback for $6.99. I am also working on an Audible version to be up on Amazon and iTunes. Check the description link for a link to that. I tried to make 8 After as cheap as possible while still earning a couple of bucks so I can continue to work on the movie. I did the cover art myself, but movie poster art can cost $5,000 to $30,000. On top of that, I still need to make a trailer which could cost $5,000 to $50,000. And most importantly, I need to do a sound mix. See all those audio tracks there? That could be anywhere from $2,000 to $20,000. So every dollar I make off this book helps. If you'd like to see this movie, please buy a copy of the book and share the Amazon book link or share this video. And if you know anybody who reviews books or horror or anything, then please send them my way. But most importantly, the absolute most important thing, please, if you get the book, be sure to leave a review of it on Amazon. Reviews on Amazon are insanely important. A simple 1-sentence review is great. It causes the book to rank higher and reach more people. So please, please, please review the book on Amazon. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And hopefully I'll have this thing done soon.